What's up, YouTube? I'm Brett.
I'm Lance.
And this is Rants or Us. And as always, guys, if you enjoy our content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. We're on the road to 1,000, and we hope you guys will help us get there. And I also do want to mention that as of right now, YouTube content creators are having trouble getting their videos out there to fans. So thanks to some really crazy analytics from YouTube. So if you do enjoy our content, hit that subscribe button and also the notification bell so you'll be the first ones to view our videos once they're uploaded. Okay, now, long-winded.
Yeah, I'm like...
So we got Lance back.
I'm back. Finally.
Yeah. All right. Vikings final season to close out exclusively on Amazon Prime Video. What do you think about that?
I think it's going to kind of suck for people who just have the History Channel. Like, they're on cable or satellite or whatever, and all they have is, like, their channels. They don't have these streaming platforms, which probably not a lot of people don't have the streaming platform nowadays. But if they don't, they're not going to be able to finish the show unless they go and get Prime.
Now, I will say this. I do hate when shows move. Things like, okay, you got Lucifer that was moving.
I understand,
you got a few of these other shows.
I understand that if it's like, all right, in between seasons, we're gonna switch networks or whatever. That stuff happens.
This is like the last
right in the middle of the season and be like, the final half is only on Amazon.
I don't really know.
Thanks for coming, guys.
I don't really know exactly what the reason is that they're trying to do. Maybe Amazon, is trying to live up to...
Maybe Amazon Prime went out looking for something like that because they're losing out on views right now because The Boys is finished. Like, that was their big show on Prime, and it's done. And I know there's some other ones on there, but
there was that announcement that all Warner Brothers upcoming titles will be actually exclusive on HBO Max. Like, they're going to be debuting on HBO Max instead of a lot of the theaters and stuff around. So you're going to have, like, Suicide Squad. You're going to have, like...
I'm going to miss out on a lot because I don't have HBO Max.
Justice. Yeah. I mean, so you're going to have that, and it's going to be kind of like what they did with the Mulan, where that you have to buy the subscription and then you have to do that.
Then you're going to pay that extra money, and then in a few weeks it's just going to come out for free on there like they did Mulan on Disney Plus. I'm like... A lot of these people fell for this and bought that crap on Disney Plus. I just waited. I told them eventually when it's no longer in that theater bracket, they're just gonna add it to.
Well, in December it became, I think, free.
Yeah,
so, like, I think
I think it was just like a few days ago.
Yeah. So I mean, that is
maybe
something.
the 1st of December, like you said, it could have been December 1st, and I just didn't notice it. But
I'll be honest with you. Is there any of those? I mean, just Vikings aside, is there any? Like Suicide Squad or any of those kind of movies, The Matrix 4, any of those kind of movies, any movies that you would not, that you would pay for, or were you just going to always wait for them to kind of come out?
Well, you couldn't get me to watch the new Matrix if you handed
That's
it
what
to
I
me
said.
free. But like Suicide Squad, I don't know, I might would rent that. I'm not going to rent it for like $30 like they want you to do.
No, I don't know the subscription fee of it, but
But then you're going to have to like
subscription
and for that,
you're
still going to have to pay for that like that you did with like on Disney.
Yeah.
I pay my however much that Disney crap is, like $6 or whatever. I pay that, but then they wanted you to pay like $24.99 for the Mulan.
Yeah, I know. That's the way I felt.
I'm good. Plus,
that movie wasn't worth
that movie,
it, for sure.
I didn't even get through 15 minutes, but you know what? I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole.
I had to watch the whole 2 hours of it, and it sucked because I had to do a video over it. Yeah, that sucked.
That was during my absentee.
Yeah, aren't you a lucky one? but yeah. But overall, I mean, Amazon Prime and Netflix and all these other Disney Plus, right now after that HBO Max announcement, they're going to really be searching for content.
I was a big Vikings fan for the first few seasons.
Probably the first 4 until I think Ragnar died season 4.
I think he died 5, but because 4 is the one where he's off on his drug bender.
Oh yeah, it is. Well, it seems like that'd be right at the time.
Anyway, But I don't know. Like, say I have Amazon Prime, but let's say I didn't. I wouldn't go get it just to finish this. That's me personally.
See, I'm curious about finishing
I don't know.
It.
I might would because I am kind of OCD about once I start a show, I gotta finish it, even if I can't stand the show anymore.
Look. It's something I can't. I love Vikings, and there's still a part of me that really, truly, actually does love Vikings. Is it as good as when Ragnar was there? No, Travis Fimmel made Vikings what it is.
He definitely made the Ragnar character come alive. Like, I tried to watch that knockoff, or in my opinion, knockoff version of it on Netflix, and that Ragnar, I'm just like, no, you're not. No, you're not.
That's what. Yeah. There's no one that can play Ragnar.
I'm Ragnar, and I'm like, no, you're not.
Yeah, there's no one that can actually play Ragnar like Travis Fimmel. He's just the best of the best.
Right.
But overall, I mean,
So yeah, it definitely went downhill when. After his death,
and there's some parts of it that's good. People. I'm not as big of it on the Bjorn character as what a lot of people are. I know you're more on the Bjorn.
Yeah, I like Bjorn.
I don't really care about Bjorn.
Now I understand the sides.
Ivar was interesting.
I understand
to a
the
certain
sides,
extent.
all the different sides when it comes to Bjorn. Like, I understand the reasonings. You're not really into him, but I still like him, because of the other aspects.
I just always kind of feel like he's turned into such a prick. Like, he's just one of those guys that, like, his whole story. Yeah.
I'm like, Ragnar was a prick.
He was, but it seemed like
he was more likable.
Yeah, he was a likable prick. People.
I like Bjorn now.
People love the anti-heroes if they're enjoyable to watch. Like, Ragnar could do some. Rollo's another one.
Rollo was one of my favorite characters. Yeah. Not because I liked the things he did, but I liked. I guess I liked how that guy played
the character,
Yeah. I mean, he's another one that brought that character really.
Exactly,
like, I don't feel like anybody else in that role would have been as good of a Rollo. Like, it was I've heard either. Like, people are like, what if the guy who played Ragnar played Rollo?
It almost actually happened that way. So
I think it would have sucked.
I think it would have
been horrible that way. I think they were in the perfect spots. Like,
I do too. Like, I don't think you could have got a better Ragnar or a better Rollo.
See, you wouldn't get the Ragnar mannerisms that we got from Rollo,
See, Bjorn, the part that drives me crazy about Bjorn is half the time I act like I know they're supposed to be trying to sound like Vikings, but at the same time I can't understand Bjorn half the time, and he's Canadian, and I'm like I understand the other ones perfectly. I can't always understand what he's saying. He tries to act like he tries to act a little too Viking-y, I guess, a little bit.
I don't know, because he's kind of like that in all his movies.
Is he? Well, that doesn't make sense.
But I can understand him. I mean, it doesn't.
Like, I have trouble with it. I don't know.
I don't get that part.
But the thing is, I just felt like his character is just a waste because all of it is about him just sleeping with random women. That's it.
I feel more.
I feel like he's a hero.
Lagertha that way. Like, everybody's a big Lagertha fan, and I'm not big on her. So
I would agree with that. I felt like Lagertha. I felt like
I loved her in the first couple seasons, but it wasn't long before I started going, she get on my nerves.
Her death was stupid. I felt like she could have gone out in a better way. There's so many, but I did love her character for the first 4 seasons. To me, just everything kind of went down when
with me,
Ragnar died.
With her, it
with
was
everybody.
Once she left Kattegat, I didn't give a shit.
I didn't either. I know. No, that's kind of
like. And if she had never showed back up, I'd have been cool with that.
And I would have actually been too, because that would have been a great story arc that would have been completed.
But it just wasn't a big deal to me. Anything that went on with her really wasn't that big a deal to me. Everybody seems to love her, and I loved her at first too. But that's what I'm saying. She wasn't one of my favorite characters because when she was gone, I was like, whatever, let's go.
Yeah, I kind of almost think that maybe her character should have ended after probably when they go to France.
Oh yeah.
And then kind of have that character be the end of it. When she gets mad at Ragnar for faking his death.
I thought she was gonna be like kind of like what happened with Rolo Foki. I thought she was gonna go in there and say some negative things about him, and he would hear, and that'd kind of be the end of that. Yeah. But no, she basically just went in there and said she was still in love with him.
And you know that would have been the perfect ending, because then that betrayal would have been like, okay, I'm just done with you right now.
I'm done with everyone. I'm gonna go off and do what he did.
And I would have liked that ending. But that's a problem with a lot of shows now. Is a lot of shows, they keep going long after they probably should.
Not just that. I think that when fans fall in love with a character, the show's like, well, we can't do anything bad with this character because we're going to lose these fans. And so really not great characters stay on too long.
Nobody wants to have the Opie moment. Of Sons of Anarchy,
right.
Where you lose a lot of your fan base.
Which
because
that really did hurt Sons of Anarchy. And so that's what happens. But it's kind of like anything, like you carry this on too long, you get on one storyline, you stay on that too long. You get anything, you do things in life, you get in one lane and you stay in that lane too long, you become complacent. Like,
I mean,
and I feel that way with these shows.
I feel that way too, and I feel like Amazon Prime, I feel like they're an up and coming thing, but right now, I like a lot of their shows, but I don't love a lot of their shows. I mean, besides The Boys,
I don't want Vikings to go to Amazon Prime and them change like the way they talk. Like, oh, we can say curse words now, so we're gonna make Vikings say.
Do you think that it would have been
did not match this era?
Yeah,
like I don't want them to do that. If
and
they do that,
they're gonna try to.
Yeah,
do it.
Like that's just okay. That was stupid because they clearly didn't talk that way back then. Like,
oh, I know. You and I, we've talked a long before about it's not the curse words that bother. It's the curse words that don't fit into the era.
Yeah,
like I hate
or even
that.
like mannerisms, like that don't fit into how people acted back then.
Exactly. Like, so I kind of just feel like when it comes to that's the only, I would say, negative for Amazon Prime.
Yeah,
that it would be. But like you said,
maybe
there's people that don't have Amazon Prime are going to have to get it.
But if this show had started out on Amazon and they did that, it would be understandable to more of an extent. But to go in the middle of your final season and be like, we're only going to be on Amazon, I think it's stupid.
I think this is something that you're going to start seeing more and more of. But we saw it with Supergirl, we saw it with Constantine, we saw it with Lucifer, and now we see it with Vikings, where they move to another thing. Maybe have like a final season.
Like I'm saying, like it could be understandable in a certain extent. Like Netflix, okay, Lucifer on Netflix. What happened there is Fox canceled the show. Yeah. And Netflix was like, wait, this is still a really good show. Yeah. We'll pick it back up. Yeah. We'll buy it from you, and we'll do our own thing with it here. Yeah. That I can deal with. But in the middle of a season, I'm like, but me personally, I hate these mid-season finale shit anyway. So
I feel like Vikings wasn't the first one to do it. I think Sons of Anarchy used to do it too, didn't they?
They started after.
Was it after?
Yeah, because they started doing it like season 4.
Because I just remember that.
I don't remember. I didn't really remember Sons of Anarchy doing that though. I'm not sure. You might be right, but I noticed it with The Walking Dead. Was the first one I noticed. Well, yeah, that was the first one I noticed.
I'll agree with you totally. I hate those kind of things. But overall, I just want to say this. I believe that Vikings will succeed on Amazon Prime.
No doubt. I mean,
but it just depends upon. I do feel bad for the people that don't have Amazon Prime.
That's what I was saying. Earlier, like
that's gonna
some
be
older people probably,
exactly,
don't have all these streaming networks like these younger generations do. And so if they've been watching this show from the beginning on History Channel,
well, there's just so much to pay for now. I mean, you've got all these things. I mean, you got
they've
kids.
Only been watching it on History Channel. They don't have any of this stuff, and they're like, "This is how it ended."
I know.
They're not. I know. They probably won't even know that there's a whole nother half. Like,
but I mean, I think overall, I'm excited for the new season or for finishing out the last 10 episodes. You say you're not that excited about it?
I mean, I will. I mean, I'm excited for it to be over.
Yeah, I want the show to end.
That doesn't mean I want people to understand.
Ending.
That doesn't mean I hate the show.
Mm-hmm.
That just means to me, I feel like okay, it's gone. It's gone its distance. Let's stop it. Like,
yeah, I got to feel that way. I kind of feel like that's a problem with almost every show.
I feel that way with certain shows.
Yeah,
certain shows I don't feel like they've gone long enough, and
seems like no one does the perfect amount anymore. It's like you know, you used to could feel when a show ended
that's like
that
I've
it
seen
ended
some,
just
like,
right.
Sleepy Hollow was a really good show. It got canceled after 3 seasons. Like,
yeah, I know.
And I can't believe Netflix didn't pick that up. You know, like
I would have loved for Netflix to pick it up. That would have been a really good show. But overall, guys, I think that's about all we can talk about with this. I mean,
I think, like I said, I think it'll be successful on Amazon, no doubt. But I think it's Vikings. It was going to be successful no matter where you had it.
I agree with you on that one. But as always, guys, thanks for watching our video, and y'all take care. Bye-bye.